So if you're a beginner trader coming to the market, you've been hearing about this thing called day trading, Forex, stocks, whatever the case might be, and you are eager to get started and you just want to dive into it and you're wondering how much money you need to get started. This is a very common question for a lot of beginners coming into the market. And ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I'm going to be diving into that specific question. How much do you need to get started? Let's waste no time. Let's jump right into it. The very first thing is to understand that there is risk associated with the financial market. A lot of people, when they first come into the market, they're very focused on the possibilities, the outcome, which is a great mindset, but it's also important to understand that, hey, there is risk associated with this. Just as quickly as you could make a lot of money is as quickly as you could lose a lot of money. So if you're seeing people making money on social media, your friends who are making money in stocks or currency, Forex, whatever the case might be, even crypto, understand that there is risk associated with this. It's a long-term thing. It is not a get rich quick. Because when I first came into the market, that was my thought process. I thought that I was going to be a millionaire by in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months. I would buy my mom a house, buy my Bentley, buy my dream car, travel the world, and do all of that in a short period of time. But I didn't understand that there was risk associated with the game. And my mindset was so focused on the possibility that I was ignorant to, hey, what it actually takes, and just the fact that, hey, trading is risky. The second thing to consider when you're getting started and you're thinking of how much money is needed in order for you to get started is what market or what instrument are you going to be dealing with. If you are in stocks, I believe, or even options trading, there's something called the PDT rule, which stands for pattern day trader rule. It simply states that if you are trading or executing 4 or more day trades in a 5 business day period, you have to maintain an equity of $25,000 or more in your brokerage account. And this applies for stocks and I believe options as well. So if you're trading stocks or if you're trading options, the minimum requirement if you are going to be day trading is $25,000 or more, especially if you're going to be executing more than 4 to 5 day trades a week. That's the minimum requirement for stocks and options. But if you are in the futures, I believe Forex or crypto, I don't believe that there is any sort of regulations that limit you to what you can get started with. In the foreign exchange market, which I trade, Forex and commodities, there is simply nothing like that. You can start with as little as $100 or $20, depending on the broker that you are interacting with. The minimum requirement to get started is different based on the market that you choose to dive into. The very next thing is to know your goals, and importantly to have them, because your goals will determine what is the minimum that you need. So if you're coming into the market and you're looking to make $10 a day, or you're looking to make $100, $1,000 a day, based on these goals, right, you can say, hey, what type of account do I need? And if you're looking to make $1,000 a day, believe me, you're gonna need a little bit more than $1,000 in your trading account, or I'll probably say, to be safe, even more than $10,000 in your trading account, right? But the less that you're looking to make, the less capital you potentially need in your account, because you have to factor things like risking just not your entire account, but maybe 1%, 2%, 3% in order for you to be making, be hitting those goals that you have, or those objectives that you have for yourself. So it's important to know what your goals are, and the bigger your monetary goals, the more capital you need, because in the trading game, it takes money to make money. And ladies and gentlemen, to wrap this up, start small. I can't emphasize this rule enough. Like, when you're starting out, don't focus on the money. Right? Focus on the skill, focus on acquiring the knowledge, right? Focus on learning. The more you are in this craft, the more you will have an understanding of how much capital you need, and more importantly, how much capital you can psychologically handle, because that's something that a lot of traders don't consider. Because you think you might be able to handle $100,000 as a trader, you might only be able to handle $10,000. 20,000, or maybe at most 30,000. So this is something that will come over time. And if you have to ask someone, hey, how much money do I need to get started? It's a sign that you should start with the bare minimum. And then as you gain the skill, you gain a little bit of an understanding, and you've walked down the road a few times, then you can say, hey, what I think I need, this or X amount of dollars. But as you're starting out, please start small and only trade with capital you can afford to lose, because this is something that I see a lot of the time where people come into the market, they're borrowing money, they get capital from family members or, other people, or maybe they even mortgaged your home, whatever the case might be, right? And it doesn't go well. So my thing is start small. When you're first starting out in this game, don't get caught into, oh my God, the possibilities. Dabble in a little bit, $500, $1,000, maybe at most even $5,000. Even if you have X amount of capitals to play with initially, I would say start small, because when you are starting out, there is a cost to starting the game. And a lot of the time you have to pay to play, you have to pay to learn. It's important that when you are coming in, that you're starting small. This is the video, guys. I hope that it answered your question in regards to how much money you need. The reality is it's subjective based on each individual and based on the access of capital that you have and where you currently are in life. But wherever you are, right, if you're new to this game, my number one recommendation is to keep your starting capital very, very low and just focus on learning and focus on spending maybe a portion of what you would invest in the trading game into your own education. And that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. As always, hope you're out there living free. I should see you in the next video. Cheers.